So if you work in hospitality and you ever spend time jumping between Google, TripAdvisor, Booking, Expedia, or basically any other OTA just to see what your guests are saying, you've probably noticed how it's frustrating, inefficient, and you risk missing critical feedback. So your guests, they leave reviews all over the web every time. And if you don't see them fast, opportunities to respond, to fix issues or boost ratings are slipping away. And so that's basically why we built the review inbox at Ranova. It's a very intuitive, very user-friendly element that helps you to fix that problem. So this is how the review inbox looks like. You have a filter for any data information that you have out there. So you can filter by the date, the department, the country, the guest type, the OTA. Once you have the filter that you like, you can simply click on apply filters and then your review inbox will update. You can see here the total number of reviews that you have, whether how many of them you answered, your response rate over time. And finally, you can sort by date, the rating, whether you want to focus only on the one that you answered or not, if you want to focus on the one with text or not. And you can also add any keyword here, and it will only show you the reviews with the specific keyword. So now if we jump on the right, that's where the main thing is happening. You have the review that you select here and the text zone where you can basically enter your answer to that review. So with the review inbox, you save time by centralizing the information, but you also save time by generating answers with AI. And the goal here, the key things here is to not have an AI that sounds robotic or generic. You want an AI that talks like it, because the real value is to save time by having always the personalization. And that's why AI is very useful. It's here to hyper personalize everything. So you have a review here that you want to answer. You can translate that review in any language that you want. You can also translate your answer in any language that you want. So by default, when you click on generate reply here, the reply that is generated is going to be written in the language of the review. So you can see the NPS score, the quality score. The quality score is simply how well the review is written. Do you have a lot of information or not? And you have a reply that is generated in seconds. So you can fine tune for you your Ranova AI review answers. So you can go to settings over there. In settings, you can go into the review inbox. And here you have access to multiple settings. So the most important one is the mimic brand voice. When you activate that setting, Ranova is actually learning how you write answers and trying to copy your tone and the spirit of your hotel, because we already have information about your website, for example, and other information that are useful to copy the tone and the brand voice. If you trust Ranova enough to craft nice answers, you can auto reply for 4+5 star reviews only. So 4 and 5-star reviews. Here, Ranova, if you activate these settings, is going to answer the review every time it's coming and then automatically publish the review on the OTA. You can select the tone that you want, the response length, the preferred language, even though by default it's going to answer in the review language, and the signature that you want to input at the end of every answer. If you have templates, you can add all your templates into Ranova. So you simply click on new template, put a name to differentiate it, and then input the template here. Once you input all your templates, they are available in that window, and you can add the template into the zone by clicking simply here on the template that will appear. And once you have the template in the zone, you can simply reformat with AI so that it's going to blend the template with the review that you're trying to answer to. So let's say, for example, that you have dear first name. By clicking on reformat with AI, it's going to put dear Alexa simply. So on Ranova, you can save an answer if you want to take your work on later so that you can basically save it and then maybe you don't have the time to publish it, so you just want to save it. And you can send your reviews on any OTA. So we do not have hidden AI cost. We do not ask you to copy paste your answers. everything is centralized on Ranova, and when you click on send, it directly publishes the answers on the 4 main OTAs that we work with right now. So you save a lot of time by simply generating an answer in 1 click and then sending it to another click. So in 2 clicks, you can answer to all your reviews. Okay, so at this point, you're all set to manage your reviews efficiently across all the OTAs with a very user-friendly platform that is answering the problem that we mentioned at the beginning. But reviews shouldn't be answered, right? They should also lead to action. And so with Ranova, when a guest mentions an issue, a task is automatically created and assigned to the right team. So let's take an example. If a guest complains about the breakfast on TripAdvisor, a task will be automatically created for the director and beverage. And so when you will reply to that review mentioning the complaint, you can include this action in your response with the button here. So showing the guest that the issue is already being handled. So you have the list of the task, and when you click on the task, you can include in the answer the status of the task. So whether or not you're acting on it and showing your guest that the voice is heard. And so when you reply to that review, you can include action in your response. And all these tasks are managed in the action board, which we will explore in the next video. So stay tuned.